The last light of the setting sun filtered through the dense forest as Matt continued his hike down the winding trail. He had been exploring the woods all afternoon, snapping photos of plant life and rock formations for a school project on nature photography. Now dusk was falling fast, and Matt knew he needed to start heading back to his car. Checking his map one last time, Matt realized with a sinking feeling that he had taken a wrong turn miles back and was now well off the trail. The dense forest looked the same in every direction, with shadows deepening between the tree trunks as night approached. His footsteps seemed overly loud in the still evening air. After an hour of aimless walking with no signs of civilization, Matt began to worry. What if he didn't make it back before dark? These woods were said to house all manner of wild animals, from deer to bears. He shivered at the thought of spending the night lost and alone with only his flickering flashlight for protection. That's when Matt spotted something in the distance through the trees. A crumbling stone wall, half collapsed and overtaken by vines. As he got closer, more decaying structures emerged from the forest gloom. What remained of the foundation of an old house, but beyond that lay the ruins of an entire town, long deserted and reclaimed by nature. Matt entered the ghost town in awe and trepidation. Whatever happened here, it must have been a long time ago for vegetation to grow so dense. He walked down the remains of a gravel street, stepping over rubble and tree roots. Fragmented walls of weathered wood and stone were all that stood of former homes and shops. An old, rickety sign hanging crooked from a post read, "Welcome to Oak Haven." This place had once been a community, with people living and working within these very walls. But what could have caused the entire town to be abandoned so completely? The light was fading fast now. Matt pulled out his flashlight and swept the beam across dilapidated buildings coated in decades of grime. A creaking noise made him jump, just the wind blowing through a broken second-story window. His nerves were getting frazzled in this eerie place. As Matt explored deeper into Oak Haven, an old cemetery came into view. Tilted headstones and graves sunk into the overgrown grass were just barely legible. He shone his light on the oldest marker and brushed away cobwebs. It was dated 1863. Clearly this town had existed over a century ago. That's when Matt heard it. A bizarre, sorrowful wail on the edge of hearing, almost like the cry of an injured animal. But it seemed to come from every direction at once, echoing disturbingly through the empty streets. Goosebumps erupted down Matt's spine, and he picked up the pace, heart hammering in his chest. He needed to get out of here now. But as Matt hurried through the graveyard, his flashlight flickered and died, plunging him into utter darkness. Panic set in as he fumbled desperately for his phone, only managing to turn it on just in time to see a terrifying sight, a pale, wraith-like figure floating towards him among the tombstones. Matt screamed and bolted blindly into the night. Black branches slapped his face as he sprinted at breakneck speed, guided only by instinct and adrenaline. Behind him, he heard the strange wails start up once more, seemingly right on his trail. He dared not look back for fear of what might be gaining on him in the pitch-black woods. Finally emerging onto a cracked asphalt road, Matt glimpsed headlights in the distance and waved his arms frantically. An old pickup truck slowed to a stop. "You all right, son?" asked the weathered old farmer behind the wheel. Matt panted, clinging to the side of the truck. There's a ghost town back there. Something was chasing me." The farmer nodded knowingly. "That'll be Old Oak Haven. Been abandoned these 80 years since the mine explosion poisoned the whole town. Folks who go in too deep at night sometimes see things, or get seen by 'em." As the truck drove Matt safely back to civilization, he replayed the terrifying vision over and over. That translucent haunt emerging from the long-abandoned graveyard. He shuddered to think what fate may have befallen those who didn't escape Oak Heaven's clutches.